All right, go ahead and say it.
There's nothing for me to say. You see it as well as I do.
What did I do wrong?
Why look at it that way? They're beautiful. They help each other, and they praise you every few minutes.
Lucifer, they don't just multiply.
Maybe give them a few more years.
But there's no sign of anything. Look at them. The middle of a perfect moonlit night. And they're even playing handball for my sake.
Lord, you did want them innocent.
No.
Yes, Pete.
Every once in a while, though, he does seem to get a bit aroused.
Aroused, yes. But what good is it if he doesn't know what hole to put it in? And every time he does, she gets up to pick a flower or something.
I can't figure that out, and I'm sorry.
Of course, you could always...
What?
Look, I don't want to mix in or anything, baby. And then you'll say I'm good at everything.
I don't know why I stand for your fucking superciliousness.
At least I'm on board like the rest of those goddamn spirits.
Sometimes I just as soon as you did. What have you got in mind, you serpent?
Now remember, you asked me.
What have you got in mind?
You see? You're mad already.
I am not mad!
Alright. You can always take her back, restring her insides, reroute everything. Make it so whoever he puts in, he gets her pregnant.
No. I don't want to fool with that shit. She's perfect now. I'm not tearing her apart again. Out of the question.
Well, then you've only got one other chance. You've got to thin out the innocence down there. You see, there's that look again. You always give me that look like I'm about to plot something. Lord, remember the time you put the fish with fur on? You throw it in the ocean? All the angels run around screaming, Hosannas. I tell you the fish is dead, and you get pissed off at me.
Yes, but I've stopped making fish with fur anymore.
But before I can penetrate a fact, I have to go through hell.
He's putting her arm around her, Lucifer. Lucifer! Where in the world does he get those stupid ideas?
Look, now he's going to sleep.
Oh, dear.
Lord, the problem down there is that you've made everything so perfect. Everything's just as good as everything else. The sun. Rats. Fleas. The moon. Lions. Chlamydia. Everything is so great. Everything is just as good as everything else. Naturally, you created everything to be just as attractive as everything else.
And what's so terrible about perfection, except that you can't stand it?
Well, simply...
Oh, I gotta do that again. What's so terrible about perfection, except that you can't stand it?
Well, simply, if you want him to go into her, into the right place and stay there long enough, you have to make sex better.
I am not remaking that woman.
It's not necessary, Lord. All I'm saying is that sex has to be not just good, but orgasmic. Right now, he just as soon pick his nose. In other words, you've got to rivet his attention on the vagina.
And how do you suppose I do that?
Well, let's look at it. What's the one thing that makes him stop whatever he's doing and pay attention?
What?
No. What?
Oh. What?
No. What?
What?
You, Lord. You. As soon as you appear, he, so to speak, gets a boner. Give sex that same sort of holiness in his mind.
Just thinking of that boner.
In his mind, he won't be able to think of anything else.
How?
Well, there's no way around it. I have to talk about those Granny Smith apples.
Lucifer.
I refuse to believe that man's only way to demonstrate his love for God is to refuse to eat some shitty fruit. That kind of game is simply unworthy of my father.
Really? Now? Really? Now? That's a really? Now?
Yes.
Just skip over.
No.
Okay.
Yes. I simply can use 6 words to describe what you want. You want full credit for everything.
He must never eat those Granny Smith apples.
Then why have you tempted him? What is the point?
I wanted him to wake up each morning, look at that tree and say, for God's sakes, I won't eat those Granny Smith apples. Not even one.
Fine. But with the same absence of curiosity, he's not even touching Eve's vagina.
But the other animals manage, Lucifer.
Their females go into heat and the balloon goes up. But Eve is ready almost any time. And that means no time. It's part of that whole dreadful uniformity down there.
They are my children. I don't want them to know evil.
Why call it evil? 1 apple, and he'll know the difference between good and better. Look, he's kissing a goddamn tree. You see? The damn fool has no means of discriminating.
Well, he should. He should kiss trees too.
Fine. If that's the way you feel, you've got Adam and Eve, and it'll be thousands of years before you're a grandfather. Think it over.
Lucifer, I'm way ahead of you.
I'm only trying to help. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, Lord.
Stay away from that tree.
Whatever you say, sir. May I go now?
Don't have the illusion that I am in conflict about this. I mean, don't decide to go down there and do me a favor or something. I know perfectly well why I put that tree there.
Really?
Yes, really. I am in perfect control over my unconscious friend. It was not to tempt Adam. It's I who was tempted. I finished him, and I saw he was beautiful. And for a moment I loved him beyond anything I had ever made. And I thought, maybe I should let him see through the rose petal to his chemistry, the formation of an amino acid to the secrets of life. His simple praise for surfaces made me impatient to show him the physics of my art, which would raise him to a god.
Lord, why did you change your mind?
Because I thought of what became of you, Lucifer, the one angel who really understands biology and physics, the one I loved before all the rest and took such care to teach. And you can't take a breath without thinking how to overthrow me and take over the fucking universe.
Lord, I wanted them to know more. The more they praise you.
The more they know, the less they will need me, Lucifer. You know that as well as I. And that's all you are after, to grind away their respect for me. Give them a Granny Smith apple. If it weren't for the law of the conservation of energy, I would destroy you. Don't go near that tree, or those dear people. Not in any form, you hear? They are innocent. Innocent they will remain. Till I turn out the lights for...
All he is trying to say is that I need to go give them those apples. Once Adam eats, he'll multiply. And I will complete God's world. Make way, dumb stars. The world of man begins.